right level.
2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
Welcome to Nightwalk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of Nightwalk. Season 4! Let's go! Let's go! I am your co-host, Jacob, a.k.a. Nasty Caliber. And to my right, he's the man, the myth, the legend, Tyler the Wizard!
Yep, what's going on, guys?
And over here to the right at the end of the table, my man! Big T in the building.
What's up, everybody? Hello,
Yes.
hello.
Yes. And then across from me, my slight right, he is the sensei, Mr. Bunyan. He is the villain of Nightwalk. Pistol Pete in the building.
Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for listening.
And across from me, as usual, he is the 6'5", possibly 6'6", gentle behemoth of Nightwalk, the rabbit hole himself, Izzy motherfucking P.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back.
And this is season 4, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's jump right in. No need to waste, right?
Hold on.
Right.
What?
I gotta do something real quick. This is not right. They call you guys hired me to do this like producing shit, but I am a wizard. Like you just hit the nail right in the head. Hold on.
Okay.
That was so bad.
Oh, shit.
There we go. That's better.
That's a little bit better, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Check it out. It's merch, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
It's merch. Yes, check it
Yes.
out. Check it out. We got the Nightwalk logo on the t-shirts. You can find these on Amazon. The link will be somewhere in the description.
Yeah.
Right there in front of your face, you can find it. It'll be easy. Yeah. We have shirts. We have a tote bag. We have phone cases, ladies and gentlemen. Phone cases.
Coasters.
Coasters.
We have coasters. What else do we have? We have a couple different shirts.
stickers. We've got stickers
We
coming.
got stickers coming.
Did you say something about tote bags, I think, before?
We have a tote
Yeah.
bag
Yep.
on Amazon. We have phone cases, like Jacob said.
And we're always coming up with new ideas, too.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
Exactly. So
And if you guys come up with any ideas, shoot them to us.
yeah, definitely. We always want to hear some new ideas
And
feedback.
custom crystal head bottles.
That's right.
Those are actually pretty cool.
That's right. Now we had a trivia, right? It was the trivia night, right? We
Yeah,
did
at the end of season 3.
at the end of season 3, and we said the first person that would comment on the video, who they thought won the trivia, would get a custom crystal head bottle just for them.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, it happens to be hanging right there. So who's the lucky winner, fellas?
I would be at Twisted Sis 20.
Yes. Congratulations,
your
Twisted
comment.
Sis.
Congratulations.
This is your button.
Congratulations. That is your custom bottle. It has your name written on the back of it. We'll get some pictures of it up there so you can actually see it really well. But yeah, thank you for commenting and participating, because that's what's up. And we followed through. That's right.
Yeah, we followed through. Yeah, exactly.
We followed through. So
We like the interactive thing, so.
yes,
Definitely.
yes. So this is season 4. It's the premiere, and we brought season 4 in with a very delectable, sweet entrance here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, you're probably wondering what this is. It is a pan full of cookies. Full of
The
sugar
most
cookies.
wonderful cookies I've ever
They're
tasted.
so good.
Now, these aren't just any sugar cookies. No, they are not. These are sugar cookies made by the wonderful Becky.
So they've been made with love.
So they have been made with absolute love. She even put a little note right here on the top of it that says, "Congratulations on season 4. Love you guys and enjoy."
You know what? Go ahead and take the top off and let them see it so that their mouths can water like ours.
They
did.
gotta see them. You got long arms. Yeah, here they are, right here. If you can, hopefully you can see them. I mean, they're the softest sugar cookies I've ever had in my life.
So good.
And the icing
Yes.
on the top with the sprinkles. I mean, wow.
Above and beyond.
Absolutely above and beyond. We appreciate that so much. Thank you, Becky.
Thank
The
you,
wonderful
Thank you.
Becky.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
yes.
very much.
Don't worry. You'll be on the show soon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I've got something planned.
So hell
It's
yeah.
in the works.
Man, it feels good, dude. It feels good to be here, dude. Season
bad,
4.
though.
Yeah,
But it's
I
fine.
know, it's
It's
fine.
fine.
It's fine that the phone's not recording. It's okay.
It doesn't matter. We don't need it. It's extra. I
don't
don't know what's
even
happening.
need it.
Something's broken. I
Right.
don't know.
Just a number 4.
It's fine. It's
Another
no big deal.
technical glitch we have.
Fourth.
So yeah. Okay. So I mean, along with season 4, I mean, there's so many changes. Not with just merch and behind the scenes equipment stuff like that. We've added some additions here to the set,
Truthfully.
and they're pretty fucking badass.
We changed this place. It
Yeah,
looks
we
cool,
did.
man.
We have changed this place around, and it looks great now. It's coming along.
Always
It is
progressive.
coming
It
around.
seems to be getting
Nightwalk.
smaller.
That's what it feels like. The more stuff we keep cramming more shit in here, but it's all good. Yeah, I
There's
mean,
a lot of cool stuff.
I mean, let's be honest. If we could fit a pyramid in here, we would.
Well, yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, yeah, that is
That's
honest
the
there
truth.
will be a pyramid in here one day.
We could build
Oh, like a
big
little
pyramid.
centerpiece right here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that
I
would
mean,
be
we've
nice.
already
I think
got-
I like that.
You know,
That's
the Great
true.
Sphinx
we
of
do
Giza.
have the great Sphinx from Egypt right here. I just punched
Take
Tyler
that.
in the back of the head.
Take that, the wizard. Take
and
that.
that's fine because if you punch a wizard, it's good luck.
Nasty Caliber stabs
So-
the wizard.
So
wow.
there it is.
This is
Also,
very
you know,
poetic.
we've got King Tut sitting behind us right now. That's that's our Egyptian roots right here.
Yeah.
That's what we love.
But we're not all about this world.
No.
Just all the time.
Yeah,
Sometimes from a galaxy far, far away.
that is
You
true.
know what I mean?
As you see this nice rug that's hanging up on the wall now, it's got all of your favorite Star Wars characters on it. I mean, come on.
Not my favorite.
Jacob doesn't
Whatever,
have a
dude.
favorite.
It's just just let it go. Who's your favorite?
Princess Leia.
Luke Skywalker.
Of course.
Oh, well,
thought
that's
it was
actually
Leia.
a pretty good character, so.
Yeah, I love
That's a
that guy.
tattoo that he got, I think.
I kind of always was.
That's a lightsaber.
I was like
That's his lightsaber,
Is it?
right?
Ben
Yeah.
Did you
Kenobi.
get you a Tatooine?
A Tatooine.
Tatooine. Well, I was gonna,
Tatooine,
I
'cause
got a new
tattoo.
tattoo.
He
Also,
did
but
get a
that's
new
not-
tattoo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you did. That's fucking
did.
cool. It's
What
a
crazy
ghost, right?
Yeah.
And
He's ghosted.
there's a quote that goes with that tattoo, isn't there?
Boo.
No.
So when
There
did you,
isn't?
When did you
No.
get your ghost?
Sometimes I want to disappear. Are you talking about the Stephen King quote?
Yeah, whatever you had written on
So
your
I didn't
post.
write that. Allie wrote that.
I know,
though.
but I'm saying like
She said it was a Stephen King quote that was like, "We need ghost stories because we are, in fact, the ghosts."
Oh, the ghosts.
So when did
Wow.
you get that?
Just last week, like Monday or so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually just got one last night myself.
Really?
Right there.
Yup.
that's
Nice the
So,
waves.
got
right
my
here.
got my
cool.
rocking waves.
Yeah.
It's a little,
I like
So-
that.
little raw
cool.
right now because, like I said, it just got done last night. But
Yeah, he's just so cool, you know? You're just so cool. You guys and your tattoos. You're so cool.
Yeah. True.
and I would totally shout out my artist, but I'm not sure if he's okay with that right now. So I might get back to you guys on that one.
Yeah.
You have any tats?
I got mine in South Carolina, so.
No, I got one.
I have none.
I have a sigil, family sigil on my left leg.
I was gonna say, come back in 10 years when we do the episode where we actually go to Egypt. For now, we just got this stuff in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're bringing Egypt to us.
Yeah. until we can
10
bring
years, we might
Nightwalk
have
to
a
Egypt.
true
Dude, I would
sarcophagus
actually
in
love to
here.
build like a brick pyramid out of limestone, like a limestone pyramid. I would love to actually build one.
Let's just go to Egypt.
With the encasements
Yeah.
and the top.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna replicate the cement mold that they used to put them
Yeah,
together?
actually, I am.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's pretty cool.
That's never been done before, so that'll be interesting when you do it.
Yeah.
I can't
And-
wait.
I don't think we've
gonna
even
look-
had, we don't even have the masonry to be able to hit those
Yeah, I do.
exact pyramidal
Yeah, I do.
feet
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. so-
as it was measured.
And also, Jimi Hendrix is in the building with us too. That's a new addition back there. So those are some of the new additions that we've put up in the studio. Many more to come. You know,
This
so
is only the beginning of season 4.
it is only the beginning, and it's exciting because it's good to be back.
Yes,
we
very
took
good.
we took a while off.
it
We
3?
were doing some stuff behind the scenes. We were working. We were
Yeah,
working
yeah.
in here. We didn't just take this whole, 3 or 4 weeks off or nothing.
Yeah, we weren't
we was-
idle.
Actually,
we was still working. We
there
just
was
took off
actually
there.
1 week that we
Yeah.
wasn't in the studio, and that was it. So
That was
the rest
last
of the time
week,
we
wasn't
were
it?
still working. So, yeah.
Yeah, last week we didn't come in. We decided Tyler was on vacation, so we didn't record. So we decided to just.
Without Tyler, it was just like
Can't do anything
What you
without
doing?
the wizard.
What are you doing without the wizard?
Tyler's on
Nothing.
vacation. We're all on vacation.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how it works. So.
What would King Arthur do without Merlin?
Exactly.
There it is.
Exactly.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
So yeah, you went on a vacation, didn't you?
Yeah, I
This
did.
past week.
South
or-
Carolina.
yeah. How was it?
Love the
It was good.
Carolinas.
It was good.
Yes.
I got to see
Good
one of my
memories.
best friends from high school. We were really close, and I hadn't seen her since we graduated, essentially. And so we hung out and watched some movies. And Casey went, and that's my friend's husband's sister. She's my girlfriend. So
Hell yeah. That's what's
yeah,
up.
and I got a
dude.
tattoo.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, and
Look
I
at
watched
that.
watched
Look
some
at
good
that.
movies. Watched The Lighthouse. It's like the
Never
third
watched
time I
that.
watched it. It's good.
Is it?
We watched X. We went through like an A24 kind of thing. Watched some A24 movies. X is really good. It was kind of fucked up. There's a lot of weird shit in there, but it's good. But now I'm done talking.
All right.
Sorry, don't ask me about my trip. I'll just go off the rails.
Okay, cool. So, well, I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah. I mean,
Well, thanks.
how's everybody been? Really? I mean, we haven't really talked. How's everybody been the past month?
Well,
I can go first. It was pretty good. All right.
we're good.
And then it wasn't. and then it got pretty good again. And that's where about I'm at right now. Yeah.
So you're back to pretty good again?
I'm back to pretty good. It was pretty bad, and then it's back to pretty good. So.
Well, as long as it got back to pretty good, then.
He just had to punch it in the face, and everything's good.
Yes,
Punch it in the face.
exactly.
Little attitude adjustment.
If all else fails, punch
Punch it in the face.
So.
Punch it in the face.
Exactly.
There it is. There it is.
I was trying to have that queued up for when you smack me in the back of the head, but
It's hard to plan something.
I
like
did
that.
do that jab, and it was my jabs are so quick. I mean,
Lightning.
Pete, how you been, man?
Well, I'm still kicking, still here. Been kind of, like Isaiah said, I guess a roller coaster kind of month. Had its goods, had its bads. But still here, excited to get back into the podcast and ready to move forward.
Hell yeah. Big T, man. How about you?
It's been really good, man. Been really busy. Got a couple jobs going right now. Obviously, still working at the park and the department. So, but everything is looking really good. So,
Nice.
loving life.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I saw the park today. Like like one of his next projects. Dude, it is beautiful.
It is.
It is beautiful.
It is like a hidden gem in the hills
I wanna go there.
out in Highland County.
Yeah, I definitely wanna go there.
You know, I mean, you went out to Logan and stuff. You ever been out like Seven Caves, Paint Creek area, stuff like that?
a while. I think like years ago.
I mean, I would promote that to anybody in the Ohio area, or if you come to Ohio, you know, check out Paint Creek. Definitely check out Logan, and check out Rocky Fork. It is a little hidden gem. So
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
grew up at both of them, mostly Paint Creek. Mom and Dad used to love to go to Paint Creek.
yeah,
Done a lot of boating there myself.
and then right within the same vicinity of Paint Creek and Rocky Fork is the what used to be the Seven Caves. There's now it's kind of split into two parks. One is the Appalachian Arc, and the other one is the Highland Nature Sanctuary. So, but both of them incorporate the Seven Caves. So, which actually takes a lot of area of the Rocky Fork Creek Basin. So,
Any idea what the sanctuaries?
just it's a nature preserve. So it's
So
a,
no hunting, just pretty much a protected land.
most
kinda
of it.
thing.
Yeah, there are some hunting areas around it, just like a lot of parks will
Right.
have, but primarily it's just to preserve the.
Well, normally they
preserve
don't
the
let you
area.
hunt around
Smashed
the
it,
sanctuaries.
bro. Straight smashed that.
surprised
That's
you
But I
done
mean,
with
just amazing hiking out there.
why I got sick.
You know, if you guys like hiking, get out there, check it out.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
That's
Now,
what's
where
up.
was Fort Hill? Isn't that somewhere in between there too? That's another good hiking. You got Fort Hill.
You know, Fort Hill is out there,
Every
but
time I pick it up,
I haven't been to Fort Hill.
That's exactly what I just did.
Lisa and I, we actually stopped in there.
that's why your pinky's
I don't know,
up.
maybe a year ago.
Is that why your
And
pinky's
it was
up? So your
closed
coaster isn't
down at the
attached?
time, so we
Really?
couldn't get into
Oh,
Fort Hill. Yeah.
it is. I did.
Mom and Dad used to like to go hiking there a lot too.
Use your pinky.
Good stuff.
It separates the coaster from the bottom of the cup.
I'll never have that problem ever again.
We
man.
had
Exactly.
we had the coasters at season 3, didn't we?
The end of it, I believe.
Yeah.
At the finale.
Oh,
So
who
shout
is
out to-
this?
I don't know.
You see him?
Is that light supposed to be facing this way?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
What is that?
Oh, you showed it to the camera.
Hey, man, will
Izzy
you turn that
captured a
light?
bug.
Can you turn that light a little bit?
Well, Caliber, how about you, man? How you
Yeah, how
been?
about
you know
you? How
what,
about you?
dude? You know what? I've been all right. I've been working a lot, but on my weekends, I've been having good times playing a lot of cards, watching UFC, and then last week I just chilled. But all the other weeks we've been in here recording, so it's been basically the same routine every week. But overall, it's been pretty good. So I'm glad to be back. Glad season 4 is in full effect, and here we are.
Yes. Yes,
So-
we are.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
How's everybody been with the Bengals coming back into the
I was
preseason?
literally just about to bring that up, Pete.
Pretty exciting, ain't it?
Yep,
Yeah.
football season is upon us.
Let's go.
We went to the first preseason game.
Yeah.
It was a pretty interesting game.
Yeah.
We learned that our second and third string quarterbacks are not that good, but that our fourth string quarterback has a lot of potential.
Wow.
Didn't even know we had a fourth string quarterback, but that motherfucker is good.
Did you get to see them new uniforms yet?
No.
That day didn't bring them out.
Nope.
Yeah, it was just kind of BS.
Yeah, but I
was
mean
kind of
that's
expecting
they're
that.
waiting on the season, man.
Well,
They're gonna. I think they're gonna wear them a few times this season.
I've seen
the
them.
preseason.
No, the regular season.
Oh, I thought that was their uniform.
Just for home teams or home games, ain't it?
Not all of them. No.
Oh.
So
And then
confusing.
like prime time games, I think are gonna be like the Monday night games, the Thursday night games. Those will be Sunday night games. They'll probably wear them then.
Gotcha.
But yeah, dude, I'm excited. They're actually playing tonight here in like a little bit. So shout out to the Bengals. And then next weekend I'll
Hooday.
be at the game. Yep,
Me as well. I
So-
will also be there.
Who they play?
the
Panthers.
Panthers. Tonight they play. I don't even know.
A nobody
Damn
team.
you.
Oh wait, don't
It's
they
the
play
preseason.
Don't they play the Rams? No,
It-
they
I
don't
don't
play
know.
the Rams.
It don't matter.
I don't think so.
But yeah, dude. So that's pretty badass. I love the Bengals. Shout out to the Bengals.
kill that
Too.
moth.
I hope they do great. I'll kill it.
Oh, okay. Well, now he's
Now he's on top
stroking
of the-
out.
Yeah.
Get off our cookies.
You dirty bitch.
You showed him the camera too?
You don't have to. Really, you don't.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
But yeah. So
Could have.
there's one addition that we didn't talk about.
What's that?
One of the new additions here to the studio
Oh yeah, we definitely didn't talk about that.
that we haven't
You
talked
talked about the lava lamp?
Matter of fact, can
What
we?
we've lost.
yeah, it is.
Hey, let's bring up this fucking lava lamp because it is actually pretty badass.
talk about the lava lamp.
Mentioning that new addition, do you think we can hit the button and just see what happens?
Yeah, we should. We should definitely just hit the button.
We'd
and see
probably-
what happens.
The button?
It'd probably clear up in here real quick.
Oh,
Hit the button.
Yeah.
Do it.
yeah.
Try it.
Hit the
For sure.
Oh, we're talking about that edition. There's another one we haven't talked about then.
Oh, really?
Look at look at it disappear.
Start the cameras over.
Start them cameras. Oh, God. Knock a TV off.
It moved.
Oh man, wow.
What?
Wow,
What?
Shotty.
What?
Look at that smoke just disappearing.
Oh.
Man, you know,
Look,
you're worried
there's
about your
Jacob
hands
Tyler.
getting hit by that fan, but imagine you put your hand.
Oh,
right
you
there.
losing a finger. You're losing a finger.
Oh yeah,
there, bud.
yeah.
Why
There's.
don't you put a screen
You know
cover?
what? I mentioning
Emergencies.
a fan very similar to that. I watched my cousin Pete almost lose a finger playing in one of those damn things.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was
Oh,
the
he
same
just
one?
thought it was the coolest thing, man. He'd spin the shit out of it and then. Isn't that cool, cousin? You want to try? Oh my God! Oh my God! Where
That
was
wasn't
we
what
at?
happened. That wasn't what happened, though.
Okay.
The back of the fan had a pulley on it. And I was taking the pulley and making it spin faster
Spin?
and faster.
Super loud.
And my finger went in too far around the pulley, and it got in between the pulley and the fan, and it smashed it and cut it in between it. We was in Tennessee when that happened.
I
camping
thought we
with
was in
Mom and
Tennessee,
Dad.
and I was there, man. I was,
Yeah.
oh my God. Was that the same trip that I ended up with the IB?
Nope. That was, I believe, no,
That was
because
prior.
Your mom
I was younger.
with us on that trip, yeah.
Yeah, I was younger
We
when
might
that
have been in
happened.
South Carolina when that happened.
Damn, that's a fucked up story.
Good stuff.
The moral of that story is don't stick your finger in a fan.
Don't stick your finger in metal fans.
Don't
stick
do
your
it.
Finger in a metal fan.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. Your life will be
don't.
better if you don't do it. So that's actually not the addition I was talking
My
about,
dumbass
but I'm
still
glad
does
that
it.
we mentioned it because it
Yeah.
is a good addition.
It
You
is.
can actually see the skulls now. There's no fan right there spinning, getting in the way, and we can still clear the smoke out because it gets a little smoky in here.
Bengals
does.
We
play
need a
Giants
switch on the
tonight.
table. So you can just reach up, hit the switch, kill it. Hit the
Just right
switch.
under here. Just like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a toggle.
nothing's ever good enough.
Nothing's ever fucking good enough for you people.
So,
Well, no, this is just-
Isaiah,
You
you
have
need
to,
a toggle under here?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just get working on that.
Yeah, just real quick.
it's called work with progress. You know, we're
Actually,
we're working it out
I'll
as
just
we
make
go.
that switch a three-way switch. I'll have one over there and one over here by the table. How about that?
There you
Smart.
go. Every
Okay,
time
there
somebody
you go.
feels it's getting smoky, they'll click.
Yep.
And then
There
when
we
it's
go.
getting noisy, somebody else will click.
Oh, it's gonna get noisy immediately.
So
Yes, we all want a toggle.
Oh, everybody
Actually,
gets
yes,
a fucking
I think everybody
toggle?
everybody
Five
deserves a
toggles.
switch.
I don't even know how to. I don't even know if that's possible.
No,
Everybody wants a switch.
Yeah, everybody gets a fucking switch to the
hey,
fan.
we need 2 3-ways. That's what we need to do. That way there's 3 there, and then 3 over here, 1 for the guest.
I don't know if if it works like that. I don't really know.
I don't know. You're the electrician. Figure it out.
I'm an apprentice. That's all I made it to was apprenticeship. That was it.
You know how I wired my house? One of them real little thin books that says Wiring for Dummies.
I have one of those.
That's how my whole house is wired by that book.
Well, now I'm scared to go to your house.
It's been there for almost 20 years. It's still ain't
Probably
burnt
doing
to the
just
ground.
fine.
And the lights still come on.
Yeah, I'd say by now. Yeah, I ain't blowed no circuits. Ain't had no problems. So I'd say by now that dummy book's pretty damn good and reliable.
Yeah.
Works
Okay.
for
Yeah.
me.
okay, so let's get to the other new addition that we have in the studio.
Yeah, we
now
should.
I'm curious. What did we miss that we didn't talk about?
The Mizap.
We're talking about this map
That's
for a
right.
second.
talked
We
about
missed
it
the
on-
map.
We've talked about it on our other side episodes, but we haven't talked about it.
Yeah,
on
this is
one.
the
Yeah.
season
Right.
4. This is the one they'll see first.
Did Pete just
Right.
break the fourth wall?
He
Yes,
did.
he did.
He did. Pete just broke the fourth wall.
What fourth wall?
I'm just gonna get up right now and
Okay,
talk
the one
about
you
it.
broke.
So Pete, the fourth wall's here, and you hit it with a hammer. You broke it.
You just settle down over there, Pete.
Yeah. All right,
Let's
Mr.
talk-
Dead.
lost.
hold on. Let's talk about this map.
I
We
just
should
got lost.
We should definitely talk about
I'm
this
gonna
map.
talk about it.
So, yes.
Let's talk about it. Why?
So this is the hidden map of Ohio, the hidden Ohio mapping guide by Jeff Craig. This is our home state. It's got close encounters of the the second or the third kind, and then we've also got haunted places and Native American earthworks. Lots of locations all the way up here by the lake, and then all the way down to us. One that's really close to us here in Brown County is Higginsport High School. It's abandoned. I think it was abandoned in like the 90s. They closed it in the 90s. There's a paranormal group that went there, and apparently a guy had passed away from a drug overdose, and in the basement, and they have witnessed readings that led them to the basement to a makeshift pipe. In their EVP, they've got the voice of this guy saying that he wanted that pipe because it was going to take him home. So you think this guy is overdosed and everything, and there's this pipe that, possibly was the one he used when he died. Who knows? But anyways, we've got that down here close to us, and lots of other stuff. We want to use this map to get out of the studio this season and go to a few places, kind of jailbreak. So we'll see where it brings.
I'm not,
Wow,
I'm
isn't that
still
map
lost.
cool?
So now it's
That was a cool map.
yes, that was a cool
Things
map.
are happening
Very
right
cool.
now. It's okay.
It's just happening that we ain't even seeing it.
That was a cool map.
Magical
Yeah,
things.
it was a very cool map.
So now that we know about the map a little bit, I can't wait to start using it a little bit more. There's like different locations on there that we're going to be picking and hopefully visiting.
Yes,
at
we're
a studio,
hopefully
so
we're gonna try to get out of this studio a little
Jailbreak.
bit on this
Yep.
season.
We're trying to break the
Jailbreak.
fourth wall
Yeah,
by
season 4,
breaking through all
jailbreak.
4 walls.
Somebody needs to explain to me where
Okay.
this fourth wall is and what the heck it is.
Oh well, basically
At break, we
it's-
will explain everything.
Thank
Fill
you.
you
It's
in.
probably best. It's gonna take a
Yes.
second. Yeah.
We will fill you in at break. It's no big deal.
So let's
I took
get
too
to the
much
other
time
topic
off.
then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
sure. Let's get to it.
you guys ready to
No.
get to
Like some of what's been going on here currently.
that? Yeah. Let's talk
Yeah.
about what's
In
going
the
on
US?
currently. Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Definitely talk about that.
Let's talk
So-
about it.
I mean, what can you say? It's unprecedented.
It's unfallible. It's kind of ridiculous.
what I've been hearing a
Unprecedented.
lot
illegal.
about.
Unprecedented.
Absolutely illegal.
Yes, and
There is
people should be chanting. and
been no
rioting.
burden of proof, and
No reasoning.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
what did they even just get from there? You know.
Nothing that they've disclosed.
I think
Yeah,
the
as
same
far
as
thing
I- as I
applies.
right, and see the way it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Don't we all
so-
feel that?
Yeah, we're all feeling that right now, and we know if it can happen to
An,
an
ex-president.
ex-president, then it can happen to any of us.
They're
because
also-
this has never happened before. in
They're
American
also
history.
hiring 87,000 new IRS agents, and they want all of them to be armed with weapons.
because the FBI was not a large enough personal force operated by
The government,
the president, the government.
the Biden administration, we'll call it.
Yes.
Maybe not just by Biden, but his administration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
some
we
Gestapo
see that
kind of stuff coming out here.
FBI looks to be to work for POTUS exclusively, his own private security company, if you will. And
Or
that
investigation.
doesn't seem to be large enough, so therefore we're going to hire 87,000 new IRS employees.
So at this point, our congressmen need to be jumping up and griping and complaining and asking for answers.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
And
of them.
do you know a vast majority of these 87,000 they're going to be armed?
Yes, that's what Jacob said. They're arming them.
You did say that? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they do. They want them to be armed. Yeah.
So if you didn't know, the president his house got raided in Florida,
Yeah, at the Mar-a-Lago.
the Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah,
Right.
it was kind of crazy. It just kind of, I don't know, dude.
It questions our capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I mean, like it looks very Banana Republic to me. You know?
I agree.
And
But
Yeah,
Well.
what corporation has the most money gets to control what laws and what politician does what.
exactly.
well, with a
So
lot of money, you can do whatever you want. That's what people say anyway. With the money, there comes for power. So.
Yep.
yeah, and he's, we know from what's been leaked, not even what's been leaked, what's been finally publicized through some of the stuff with Hunter Biden's laptops, the ones that he leaves at all of his, all the most horrible people in the world. He's like, here, you want a laptop with incriminating evidence? Have one.
Here, laptop repair shop in Delaware.
Well,
You
yeah.
can have this laptop with incriminating evidence on it.
Well,
China,
speaking
you
of
want
laptop-
one? How about Russia? You want one?
Speaking
get
of
a laptop.
laptops,
You get a
what about the laptop that Hillary Clinton had the emails on?
Or the
That
phones,
never
they
happened.
already
that.
have evidence
or the
on.
phones that she would like beat with a hammer and destroy, and then all the emails
But yet,
that were
but yet,
deleted.
there was no indictment. There was no search warrants.
raid.
There was no raids that happened there.
Oh, but you
It's-
bet your
it's
ass if
just
they
a-
find
it-
something at Trump's house, they're
Dude,
gonna
it's-
they're gonna put his
Well,
ass away.
It's
and that's-
another Russian hoax. It's another one of these hoaxes that they're pushing on
or would you say a Kansas
tried
City
everything.
shuffle?
because they want him to be taken down so bad they will look for anything.
And did you guay hear about the judge who actually signed off on this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Garland?
Enlighten me now.
is it Garland?
May Orland?
Judy Garland?
It's like Merrick Garland or some
Merrick
shit.
Garland,
Something like
yeah,
that.
something
yeah,
like
I
that.
don't know,
Anyways,
stupid fuck.
he's the one that fucking, he actually built his legal career on the backbone of Epstein.
Wow.
So
Well, there's another
then-
one.
he,
well, then
he
he-
was the defense attorney for Epstein.
Lord.
Then they came out
So-
and said that Garland had no idea when the raid was going to be taking place, and that the raid was actually taking place at all. Then it comes out later that he actually signed for the raid to take place.
Bruce Reinhardt.
So
Yeah, he
Here
said
you
he
go,
had no
dude.
idea, but then he finally did come out and say, yes, I did know. I did sign off on it.
I don't know. Maybe
So
I
he
had the
lied
names
from
wrong.
the beginning.
Yes. Yeah,
So it was
absolutely.
Who,
so
another
the
lying
judge. So
politician
okay, the
or lying
judge.
judge?
What's the judge's name?
Bruce Reinhardt.
Bruce Reinhardt was the judge. Then
Okay. Who was we thinking about?
That's what I was wondering. I thought I was right.
We back to Judy Garland again?
There is a Garland in this damn story. I know it. But Tyler won't show it to me because he hates me.
I don't know what you're at.
All right, well,
He can make it disappear if anybody can.
anyways, I mean, the judge that we had signed off on this,
Merrick
if that doesn't spell
Garland.
corruption, to find out that he was the defense attorney for
Epstein.
I mean,
And why isn't Epstein
goodness gracious, folks.
being brought up in charges by the FBI? Why ain't he being in?
Oh, because he
Instead,
died.
He's dead.
Oh, he's the department.
Well, okay, so what happened?
He
what
accidentally
happened to the
committed
island?
suicide, remember?
Yeah, but what happened to the island? What happened to Guzzlin' Jizzlin' Maxwell that's sitting in there?
So Merrick Garland is the
Gone.
Nobody's been held accountable for none of this child trafficking or sex trafficking.
well,
that
it's
was going
gone.
on?
Maxwell is she was sentenced quite a bit. I forget how many counts, but like life sentence and nice, comfy federal penitentiary.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
But the problem is nothing else came out about it. There was nobody else that went down. No other
accountability.
words. Yeah.
No other people that were funding this.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of sidetracked to where what we was talking about, as far as what happened to the president, But it does kind of show the corruption that's been going on, and it's been going on for a long time. It's one-sided. One side has the freedom to do whatever they want, above the law, and
Almost
then
like the
everybody else,
Gestapo.
and especially when you watch like CNN and NBC and their fake news propaganda.
One good thing did come out of CNN this past week is that they canceled Brian Stelter's show. If you don't know who that is,
I don't.
You're welcome.
Don't.
No, don't even.
I'm not a CNN fan. I don't watch
At
them.
all.
I
haven't for years.
No, I'm not a CNN fan. I've watched a guy who like makes fun of him for
I
years,
just assume watch freaking
and they show clips from
The
like
View
CNN.
if I was gonna watch CNN.
Yeah, no, these are like, yeah, I do late at night. I like to sit and watch CNN and find the real news. I like to find out the truth.
The real
The truth comes out late night on CNN. If you go
Alright.
late night,
You
you'll
are
find
fake
it.
news.
So what about Alex Jones and the InfoWars incident? What happened with him? And
Yeah, he got fined for
The Sandy
saying
Hook
that Sandy
stuff?
Hook was fake, or like the whole conspiracy
So
about that.
yeah, when it first
so new
happened,
things came out about this.
when it first
Well, in
happened,
court.
he came out and he
Here
said
recently.
that basically it was all fake and that no kids died, and then he eventually was like, "Oh shit, not everything's a fucking conspiracy."
Yeah, he recanted his statement. And
He
he said,
did.
"Look, I'm
And-
sorry
and
for saying what I said.
It's
what
a
I
horrible
meant was
thing to
this."
say. I mean, if kids
And it's
really
unfortunate that people
died,
died.
like
Yes.
that's fucked up. Like to say that they didn't.
I
Well,
think
see,
they
that's the
definitely
thing.
did.
I'm not
Right.
sure that he recanted his statement more as if once he got put on the stand, his emails got revealed on his phone what was really going on, and he got purged for lying on the stand. Because pretty much he was saying he didn't have knowledge of it, and then it showed that they had text messages and emails that he'd already commented and said he did.
What?
The Sandy Hook thing.
That he never said he didn't say that stuff.
But he said he didn't have something about the emails that he said he didn't have, and then his attorney wind up getting his emails or getting his phone sent to him somehow, and that's what burned him in court for lying on the stand.
I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to this shit anymore.
Oh, it's just crazy.
Well, Alex Jones, he's a public enemy to the Democratic Party,
oh yes.
to the underground
Leftists.
corruption,
Yep.
All of it. Alex Jones has been right there fighting tooth and nail against them. So if there is any opportunity, even the slimmest opportunity that they can find to shut Alex Jones down, they're going to take it.
And that's pretty much what they've done.
And it's the same thing they're doing with Trump.
Yep.
And
But
any-
they're
they-
not even.
they
That's
caught
not even
nothing
what
on
they're
Trump,
doing
though.
with Trump.
No.
They can't
With
even
Trump,
catch
they're
even a
literally
lie.
going to some Gestapo shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're, they're
saying,
going
you
to,
know what? Let's raid his place. Surely
Exactly.
we can find something to incriminate
They're
on him.
And
going
they
to-
still ain't found
That's
nothing.
not the way
They're
the more
going to
reason.
great
we're
lengths.
supposed to work. That's not the way our justice system is supposed to work, folks. I mean, you have to have a crime before you can hold somebody accountable. You can't do it vice versa. You can't go after somebody and then look for a crime. And that's exactly what they've done here.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you all right?
It enrages me a little bit. Doesn't it bother you guys?
Well, no, I don't really give a shit. I've been sitting idle with this whole fucking life.
until the
This
FBI's
whole
at your
entire-
door.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm just trying to stay afloat.
Or the IRS coming in on guns.
I'm trying to survive as best as I can.
Right.
I can't.
Especially you, Izzy, because you're working the way you can now, and yeah, you're under the threat of the FBI saying you made too much and didn't claim enough.
Yeah, fuck them.
I seen a meme on
sucks.
Facebook today, and this was funny because when we were sitting here earlier, and this is one of the examples. Family and friends were sitting around playing a friendly game of poker at a kid's birthday party and one of them made $6 in loose change.
Oh, so that's supposed to be taxed.
Well, the
right?
next thing you know, it shows the video of the IRS coming in and raiding them. Yes, you're supposed to pay for everything you make.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
That's what this
No,
is.
no.
That's why you need to open your eyes, young ones.
Suck my dick. If I accidentally win $6 gambling,
And you got
I'm
to pay.
keeping it.
Well,
okay?
no. According to this new
No, you have
IRS,
to pay your
yeah.
percentage.
Oh,
You're
so
allowed
you
to
want,
have.
you want my one fucking dollar?
No, we want your $1.45.
Fuck you.
We want it all.
Fuck
We want our
you.
share.
How the hell am I supposed to get ahead?
Hey, the rest of the money is yours, unless you want to spend it. If you want to spend it,
Yep.
we need to tax that again for what you're spending it on.
I suck on my dick.
And then
So
we're
by
gonna
the time
tax
it's
it.
all said and done, you've got about $3 to work
Yeah.
with here.
Yeah, thanks. Now I get to buy water, so I don't die of dehydration.
Now you see why we're against
Taxation
Yeah, but
without
you're
representation. Has anybody heard that one before?
Yeah, now you see
Stop
why
the
we
fucking
care.
podcast. Let's
Now you see why we need to open our eyes now before it gets to that point because it's real close.
It already is that.
What do
point.
we
You
do then?
literally just explained to me that.
What do we
it's
do
at
then?
that
Well,
point.
what
need
did
to
they do
have-
the last time?
We need to do like what we're doing here and
We
open
rebel?
people's
Start
eyes.
a
get the word out.
1776.
Yeah, I mean, if worst case, we need to jump up and have a tea party.
It'll never
A
happen.
tea party? Nothing's gonna get resolved with tea.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
It did then.
All right. Well, okay. So
Maybe we need to have a
comment
cigarette.
if you want to start a revolution.
Maybe we need to have a cigarette.
Comment if you want to start a
I mean,
revolution.
I like
fuck.
this guy.
Fuck.
And you call me the villain.
For real.
What are you supposed to do, though? I mean, like literally.
Let's go riot.
You literally have to start that kind of following if that. I mean, you want to make the changes that you're all talking about. I mean, you literally have to get a big enough following and start a fucking revolution.
Sounds
And
kind of
that's
like
what
a
we
cult.
need. You need to get enough people.
Do
to
you
open their
remember
eyes
the
and
beginning of the
agree.
Constitution?
Do I? Well, the first.
What's the first three
we
words?
the people.
So if we're not going to do it, then who's going to do it?
Nobody's gonna do it,
That's right. The Constitution is just a parchment.
dude. We're so
Okay?
divided.
Without
we couldn't even shake
without
hands with
we the
certain
people,
around
it is
here.
nothing but a piece of paper. Okay.
Okay,
The foundation was for the people to stand up and do something when corruption does happen.
Okay. Well,
If
yeah.
the people do not stand up and do anything, then the piece of paper ain't gonna fucking do anything. That was just guidelines on what we the people need to do.
So we need to open everybody's eyes and band together and disagree on this as a whole.
Everybody watch our podcast, comment, share, so we can start a revolution.
Oh, we're going to war.
I think we should go to break.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, we will. We will be right back after this short intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jacob from Nightwalk. I just wanted to jump in the intermission real quick to remind you guys that if you're not following us on Twitter, you should be. At NightwalkPod3, hop on Twitter right now and give us a follow. You can like, retweet, comment, feedback, suggestions, ideas, love, hate. It doesn't matter to us. We just want to hear your voice. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. You can like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends about the videos, tell your friends about the new YouTube channel. You know, if you've mentioned Nightwalk before, just tell them there's a video of it. People love watching videos. And that's exactly what we want to give the people is what they love, because that's what we do. Thank you guys for all of the support. Let's get back to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nightwalk. Had to take a short intermission, like we always do, but we're back. And it's the season 4 premiere, in case you forgot. But you didn't, because you're smart. We didn't forget either. No, we didn't. We just feasted on a homemade, what is that, Skyline chili dip.
So good.
Yes.
So good.
Shout out to Lisa.
Thank
She
you.
is amazing.
again, Dad.
She has provided a lot of these homemade meals out
Pretty
here.
much, yeah, meals.
Freaking awesome.
They ain't just snacks anymore. They're
Yeah, they're
full-on meals.
Full-on meals, and she does a great job every time. So shout out to Lisa. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Wanted to give
Thank
her
you,
a
babe.
shout out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
So yeah. Welcome back, guys. It's good to be back, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Real good.
So I thought this would be something cool that we could do, kind of pick our brains a bit, test each other's moral level, their morals in general.
I'm intrigued.
Intrigued.
So I have some questions here. There's about 10 of them. The first one, we'll just jump right into it. There's no right or wrong answers. This isn't trivia. We're just kind of having a discussion.
Okay.
Whatever you guys feel, whatever. We'll all
Okay.
answer it,
So this could get a little debating.
Maybe, possibly. I don't
Yep.
know.
All right. Well, let's go.
We'll see.
Let's go.
Question number 1. What do you think is the main thing in the world that causes humans to suffer the most? Pete?
Money.
Okay. Why?
Because it's come to a world where everybody needs it to function. It's a world of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pretty much like we've talked about our old podcasts and stuff of Tesla and the possibilities of free energy, how they're cut short by the powerful so they can keep control.
Right.
So, and what is the big control? Money.
Everything's a money game.
Yep.
Money equals power.
To me, so yeah, money.
Yeah, I'm standing by that one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I would just change that a little bit, and I think that the root suffering is the power hungry, whether it be money. It's the currency of the land that provides the powerful, and it's the powerful that create the suffering of the weak. So, or the less financially stable.
So the
or
power
whatever it
hungry
would be.
people is what causes suffering.
It's the power hungry. Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's not the money, it's the people. Really.
Yeah.
The greedy
Of course.
bastards.
Of course
Okay.
it is.
Tyler, what do you think, dude?
I stand with money. Just greed.
Yeah, I think money and power. Everybody wants power because in this world, if you have power, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Basically,
It's
We've
definitely
seen
one
that.
of the two.
we've seen it. I
Yeah,
think they.
well, I mean, I guess they really go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
with
For
money you gain power. With power you.
Have all the money.
Yeah. So those good answers.
Yeah.
Good
What about you-
answers.
What about you?
Could you imagine if we
I
went
would
back
say
to
the
the barter
same.
system?
Yeah, I would say the
Yeah.
same as money. It's money. Money and power. And like you said, they go hand in hand. It's
Yeah.
power equals money, money equals power.
Well, it's like I think even if we went back to the barter system, it's still the same thing.
Whoever had the most stuff.
Whoever has the most desirable, product, they stand in the most powerful position, and therefore everybody else falls in line, and there is immediately, suffering toward the end. You
Yeah.
know.
Which I agree. Throughout the times, it's always been the powerful that's done it. But with the question that was asked at this day and age, what is the biggest factor? It would be the money that's being used by the powerful. I mean, probably, yeah, when you think back in the other times, it was gold, it was but it was always the powerful doing it. But at this day and age, they're using the money. That's what I would still have to stand by and say, yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's go on to the
Agreed.
next one. We all seem to agree on that one.
Yeah.
Next one. Do you think being a good person is something you're brought up with or something that's just a part of your human nature no matter your circumstance?
Brought up with, for sure.
I believe brought up with.
Yeah, brought up with.
Because I think about that all the time. If it wasn't for the love and the family that I'd had around me, I could have been like some of the other ones that I did grow up around and see how. But I always wondered, how could you be so mean and hateful and do so wrong? But then when you see the background that they've lived up and grown up in, it's usually a cycle.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess there's few cases where
I was
you
gonna
see
say
the
I
opposite.
have to agree, but yet I have to slightly disagree because there are those standalones that throughout time there are people who had the most horrible upbringing that can be some of the best people in the world.
Yes.
Yep.
And vice versa, some of the people that had the best possible upbringing
Be the
who were
worst.
the serial killers and the worst people in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can only constitute so much to the nature of the upbringing, and we have to realize that there are some things that need to be held accountable by the character of the person themselves.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. I think it's like a 50-50 thing. Like, of course, if you're brought up with the love and they teach you how to respect people and
it's a better
whatever,
chance.
there's a better
right?
chance you're going to
Yeah,
be a
but-
good person. But even if you don't grow up with those, like, you might look at the people you're growing up with as, I don't ever want to be like these people
Right.
ever.
But also,
I want to be the
mean,
exact
there's
opposite of
also
this.
People that grow up with it and still turn out to be shitty people.
No doubt about it.
Like
That's what
they're
we're saying.
spoiled.
Yeah.
Spoiled by it. and
Yeah.
Don't know how to treat people.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe it's,
What is it, like 1 in 5 they think suffers from narcissism? You know, somebody in this room.
so, yeah. Who is it? Which one of you bastards
No,
is
I'm
it?
just kidding. We definitely collaborated all non-narcissist
Yeah.
before we made this.
Yeah.
We made sure of it.
We all fess up to
There
our,
was a
our
screening.
own faults and our own responsibilities.
Yeah, you have to not be a narcissist to get onto the podcast.
Yeah.
Unless we're doing a narcissist podcast, then you're welcome.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. This next one, I think we might all agree on this one. Do you believe in karma and that people who wrong others will get that same treatment in return?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I was going to ask you guys why, but it's the same thing I would say is I've seen it happen.
Exactly.
It
We've
does
seen
happen.
it happen to people.
And the thing is, it happens like you have nobody knows how it's going to happen, but it just has a way of coming full circle. Everybody gets what they put in.
Yep.
So
Yep. Just like
Get fucked.
Exactly.
that's what I think.
So we all agreed on that one. I figured we would. This one's a good one. Would the world be a better place if all leaders were women?
I'm a feminist, though, yeah. I definitely think that. Sorry, that was wrong. No, I don't think it'd be a better place. Period.
Why?
Because where's the mixture, you know? Why is it all female? You know, why is it gotta be all female? Why can't it coincide, I guess? I don't know. I don't know, and
They should be able to coincide, but if you look historically, it's obviously favored majority men
yeah.
over women. So just in that case, what if it was flipped around and it was all women?
Well, then I guess we would all be like, well, yeah, that's a great idea. That's what we've done in the past, so why doesn't it work now?
I wouldn't say that women leadership is a bad thing, nor a bad thing. But I do believe the equality of man, meaning men and women. And I do believe there needs to be diversity for all sides to be seen. You know? And I think just as when we've seen populations of all men ruling, we've had really great ideas and good leadership. But then there are those that are flawed and a problem. And I think if we had all women, we would basically see the same thing. There are going to be great ideas, a wonderful turnout, but then there are going to be those ideologies that are flawed that shouldn't be there. So,
Oh, yeah, the Middle East would just overturn its whole religious beliefs.
yep. They'd all just bend over and kiss their ass goodbye because... I don't know. I just think I do believe that there is an equality that needs to be listened to. I don't think that I wouldn't object to the idea of a woman president no more than I object to the Queen of England. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
It's-
especially-
you have to
I
meet
think-
certain certifications.
I
though,
think I think women in leadership roles have definitely proven themselves over time.
yeah.
They deserve to be there just as much as a man deserves to be there. But at the same time, we have seen men deserve to be there, you know?
So what's the question again?
Would you question a chimpanzee versus your president?
That's not the question, you shithead.
Would the world be a better place if all leaders were women?
No, I don't think so.
We got that at the beginning.
Yes. I think no.
We figured you hadn't changed your stance.
Isaiah standing firm with his answer.
Okay.
If we were live streaming, I feel like we could really get some feedback here.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
A live stream would be cool.
I might just want to bring that question back later on.
So this
in the
next
season.
Yeah,
this
I'm
next
with
question.
him. I'm keeping my horse out of this race.
This
My
next,
horse is firm.
This next question here, two-parter. Show your work question. Is it easier to hate or love, and why?
Hate.
Why?
Well, it's easier to hate somebody than to try to learn to love them.
I agree.
I'd say it depends on the person and the type of heart you got to begin with. If you're a hateful person, then it's easier to hate. If you're the type of person that loves and enjoys love,
Let's say a regular average guy who's right in the middle. He doesn't really hate people. He doesn't really love people.
And I probably won't talk to him.
now you turn my two-parter into a three.
Sorry,
gonna
you
say-
asked for this.
I'm going to say it's always going to be easier to hate because it's a lot easier to draw our dislikes on each other's flaws than it is to overlook the flaws and love what we love about each other.
Oh my God.
Deep,
what I say.
son. Like
This is why I wanted to do this, because I knew things would be said. Things like that. That was great. That was a great
Thanks.
answer. Because I was on the fence. I was like, I don't know.
what question? are we on?
Hating somebody can really take a toll on your mental state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Depending on how much you hate them.
And I think we've.
if you
I
hate
mean,
them enough
probably,
to let them bother you,
I would
Yeah.
venture to say that everybody at this table, because we're all. I don't think anybody in here is a narcissist or a bad person. We have all probably, well, except
for the
Pete.
villain.
Yeah.
Pete's a
Right.
bad. Pete's a
Well,
very bad
the
person.
1 in 5. I told you guys that.
right? Yeah, we
But-
found out.
Yeah, it's Pete.
You know, it's like, you know, we want to love. We want to accept people. We want to deal with the problems. And in doing so, we have all had heartache in dealing with the worst of people, you know, to try to accept them and try to let them be in our lives, even though sometimes they show so time and time again that they shouldn't be there, you know. It's much harder to love.
It's much harder to love.
If you just turned on the hate, fuck it all.
Fuck you! I ain't gonna
I
fuck
don't
with
know.
you, you piece of shit.
I've done
you know?
both of them, and I can see it depends on who it is, especially when it comes to family. I mean, I think of, like going back to the simplest things when I was younger, and my grandmother and grandfather done things between me and my sister that I felt belittled or berated and distrusted on. And when explained later, you know, it was much easier to take on and believe that that explanation was the truth and move on with a loved one than it was to keep that hate or even to think that it was wrong that way.
But I think your stance on what you're saying is almost kind of like a ignorance is bliss. If I just believe them and forget about the facts. What if you know the facts?
Well, then it's different.
The
It's
facts
different
change
if you're
shit.
talking about, yeah,
It'll
That's what
change
I'm
the
saying.
whole situation.
I'm saying,
Not if you fucking
well, that's
love them.
that's what I'm saying. Don't change your perspective to fit the narrative. I mean,
Well, no, what I'm
understand that
saying-
you know all details.
You have to look at the reality
It
of it.
depends on who I'm dealing with. When you ask, is it easier to love or is it easier to hate? It would depend on who I'm dealing with. Like I'd say, somebody that, especially a family member that I've known and I know that I've normally trusted, and even though I felt betrayed by the way they was done, and the way it was done, even when the explanation was gave to me, at the time I wasn't mature enough or old enough to believe that explanation, but it was the fact that I would rather love my grandmother and grandfather, whether I agreed with it or not, than it was to keep that hate up and say, no, that was wrong the way they done that.
And see, you think that's easier because you want to love.
Well, in that aspect, I would want to, yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's actually easier to just go on and hate it. Just fucking hate it and be done with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Eventually,
That's what I'm saying.
like, you want to get to the point where
To-
it doesn't bother you, but it's just,
To love somebody
You
who's
know what it
done
is.
such evil and such wrong in this world,
Well-
because that has happened in our family. We know that there has been shit that's just fucked up in our family, okay? And to go on and continue to love them is harder because we know we have the knowledge than it is to just say fuck it all and hate. That's just where I stand. I stand behind my answer. It's a lot harder to love than it is to hate.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't want to go public on what the whole explanation is, but afterwards, after the session, I'll explain my answer a little more in detail and give an example. Of
And
what
I'll
happened.
reiterate my answer.
And what?
Back
And I'll
onto you.
reiterate my answer.
Okay.
No, have the discussion now.
So yeah, that was a good one. Good one. This one's a little less stressful on the brain. Do you think that how a person looks influences how successful they will be in their life?
100%.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. It's been seen time and time again.
It's been scientifically tested and proven.
Well, no, because even ugly people get famous. I'm not saying you're ugly, but I'm just saying, like, if that's what your opinion is of yourself compared to, like, the good-looking people, then you're good.
I'll be all right.
I think we can take that story back to the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, all right.
You guys all remember that, right? The
Oh, yeah.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Of course we do, and he's ugly.
Yeah, ugly hunchback, but one of the best people in the world.
Right.
You know, as far as just a wonderful person.
Not
That
about
was,
what's on the outside, bud.
No.
right, but what was seen by everybody, what was on the
A
outside.
monster.
Yes, the monster. So, unfortunately, that is the way society is. Yes, I believe looks get you somewhere.
Faster, for sure.
It's just
doubt.
unfortunate. It's the way it is.
They definitely get you there faster.
No doubt about it.
And the first to realize this is women.
Damn, they're good at that.
They're smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very smart.
Yeah. Anyway.
They have more tools to look better, though.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it's like,
I don't know.
I mean,
Some
we
of
look
these,
pretty fucking good, you know? Like,
but we don't have makeup like they do.
no,
I mean, we can, but come on.
We could do that, but then what do we all look like Jack Sparrow? I don't know.
Yeah, what are we, women?
much.
I wouldn't mind looking like Jack Sparrow. Good looking guy.
That's a good goal to reach right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's he's a good looking fella.
So yeah, that's a given.
Okay. Cool. We all can kind of agree on that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next one. Is it immoral that there are many in the world that live extravagant lives while others suffer? Is that immoral?
What does immoral mean?
Against your heart beliefs.
Yeah.
Is it against your grain? Do you feel like it's unfair for people to live extravagant, wonderful lives
Absolutely not.
while you suffer and deal with hardships?
Absolutely not. Because everybody lives their own life, you know?
Yeah, and it's like if you're talking about like getting rich, for example, like people that get rich, people get mad at people that are rich because they're rich. Oh, well, he walked into that family. He was born into a rich family. It's like if you were born into a rich family, you would just grow up the way they did, and you would become rich, and it would be, and you wouldn't be bitching about it.
No.
And it's not like
No, you'd be bitching about different things.
Yeah,
A lot of
bitching
people-
that you
About
can't
other
have the
things.
nicest Ferrari.
exactly,
or
and
some
a
shit.
lot of people build that shit from the ground up and become rich off of their ideas or inventions or whatever. So what's wrong with that?
You don't
That's
even
the
need-
American
you don't
dream.
need-
I 100% agree with Isaiah. No, I don't find anything immoral about it.
And you don't need money to live
Right.
an extravagant life either. You could do a lot of cool things without money.
I don't have much money, but I love my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know?
So
Yeah.
I guess it's your idea of what extravagant is.
Yeah.
I guess
it's
like
all about perspective.
yeah.
it is. You know, it's so. I think we can all agree, like Forrest Gump once said, well, we don't have to worry about money anymore. And I said, well, damn, that's one less thing.
Right. Yeah.
Still got to worry about everything else. In the world.
Exactly.
So
And that's what we do. We worry.
And if you could eliminate money, boy, wouldn't that be a lot less worry?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're working on it.
It would.
We're working on it.
yeah, but I still worry about money every day, and I'm just saying that my life's pretty fucking good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because if you have money, then it's like it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
You get your
More
money,
money,
and it's
more
like, wow, now I'm
problems.
not worrying about money, but now I can focus more on the other shit I'm worried about.
whatever.
You know what I mean?
Whatever. There's always going to be burdens in your life.
Right, exactly.
Regardless, if you're financially set or if you're financially struggling, there's going to be struggles in your life.
Yes.
So,
Sorry.
there is a certain equality that is supposed to exist between all men.
I
and
love
women,
these questions,
you know?
by the way.
Those who work harder should deserve more.
should reap more benefits.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That's
You
the
know,
American way.
That's the
that
American
is the
dream
American
right there.
way. It is.
That's exactly what it is.
Absolutely.
How now
there
we
are
talked
s-
about that we the people, like say that we do this revolutionary thing. How hard would that be to get back to what we want, and what to do without people like with billions and billions of dollars that could literally just take over after this revolution. You know what I mean?
Well, that's recognizing what was set forth in the beginning, and everybody, and that's a collective. Everybody needs to recognize that. Everybody needs to recognize that. Like when it was stated that all men are created equal, and Martin Luther King, stated that let not our skin colors or anything else depict who we are in this world, but the ability of each one of us, the ability of the man,
Yeah.
the knowledge that we hold, what we're capable of. That's what should depict us,
Okay.
So no more racial discrimination, but who's good at what,
Right.
I would not want to be sitting here at this table with Pete the Wizard. I want Tyler the Wizard.
Right. Pete's
Because
not a very good wizard.
Tyler's good at this shit.
I couldn't see Tyler.
Pete
being
don't know
a
how to work his
lumberjack.
own fucking cell phone.
Tyler's not the villain.
He's not. Yeah, Tyler's not a good villain.
But what
Tyler
I'm,
can't
what
be a
I'm
villain.
saying
Splitting wood.
is each person is capable of doing wonderful things, and we should recognize that person for what they're capable of doing, and not where they come from, or the color of their skin,
Or how much
or,
freaking money they got.
or how much money they've got, or anything like that. It is what you're good at. It's we all have the ability to
And what you do with
stand forward
Yeah.
and what we're capable of. And that's another thing. I mean, I think everybody is probably gifted at something. I think everybody in this world probably has at least one gift. Now, whether they want to bring it to the table or not,
Yeah,
that's up to
it.
them.
Nice. There's 2 more questions. This
get it.
one, a little more fun. What activities make you guys lose track of time?
Oh my, that's.
hacky sacking.
When you're talking about this podcast, absolutely.
Yeah, we've lost time several times.
We've
Hacky
lost hours.
Ooh, eating food.
Yeah.
Eating food makes me lose track of time.
I say joy, fun, enjoyment in life.
Well, name some of the activities that bring you joy in life.
Fishing.
Fishing, hanging out with loved ones, hanging out with you guys.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean? I sit here in this podcast and we can blow through hours of time.
Yeah.
And it's happened over and over again. I think
it's
it's the
happening as we
enjoyments in
speak.
our life
Yeah.
is when time is no longer relevant.
Right.
And we just fly through it, you know?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Music. For me.
Also, when you don't like to do.
Same.
Oh, just say
Joy.
my bad.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're fine. It's like I agree with you. Like joy, things
Yeah.
that bring me joy. But what the thing, I could sit and play the guitar for hours,
Yeah.
hours, and just
Lose track of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
holy shit.
Well, I think the same way with when you're doing something you don't like, like going to work, and maybe you don't like your job, you cannot keep track of time because it's moving so fucking slow.
Yeah.
It's
you
like,
hate
damn,
keeping
it's
track
been
of
like
time.
it feels like it's been like an hour and a
feel
half,
like
and
I
it's
keep
only been
track.
20 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's like,
Too much. Like I keep too much of a track on time.
Yeah.
When I'm at work.
so check this out, all right? So we all live in Ohio.
Right.
And roughly through May 30th through mid-September, it is hot as fuck. It's summertime,
Yeah.
right? We all love summertime.
Yeah.
Is that not the quickest months of the year or
Yes.
what?
Man, I don't
And then
know.
compare that.
This year flew to me.
Compare that to the winter quarter.
The
know what
winter
I mean?
quarter does go by
Been down
slow
for a
for me.
while.
Yes, it does.
Does,
Now we gotta
does
make sure we don't lose.
you don't feel like that?
I don't know. It's I guess it's because
I know.
work
yeah,
in the
you're
summer.
out there
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. and then when I get laid off in the wintertime, it's like,
Damn,
all
that
right,
month's
cool.
went
I'm,
quick.
I'm leaving the job site. I go to bed. I wake up, and I gotta go back to the job site 4 months later.
So you're literally dealing with the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
where your winter quarter is your off time, your fun
But
time, you
I
hang
will
out,
say-
stay up late.
I will say I agree with Pete. I feel like this year has definitely flown by. Like we're already in August.
Yeah.
Almost in September. Like we're
Yeah,
damn near September.
Almost done with August, yeah.
Yeah, like we.
Matter of fact, we have a birthday shout out.
That's true. We do.
Before we get into that next
We
question,
do.
we
Whose
should
birthday?
shout out that fucking birthday.
Oh, I think it's someone's.
We are 4 days away from that birthday.
That is true.
Oh, that's
Who?
my birthday.
Who? That's right.
That's my
Izzy P's
birthday.
birthday.
Izzy motherfucking P in the house.
Oh, it's not on. Nice.
Happy birthday, buddy.
I think there's another birthday shout out needs to be coming up too.
We missed. Did we get Trey's?
I think it's
No, it happened in between.
Becky's.
Yeah.
Trey's birthday went. His was the 13th,
The 12th.
12th. Okay, 12th of August. Happy birthday, Trey.
Happy birthday, Trey.
Well,
Happy birthday, Trey.
Also, I think I know where you were going. I heard you say Becky. So at the end of this month, at the 31st of this month, is also Isaiah's mom's,
That's true.
and it's also Tony's.
Her
they-
husband, yep. So happy birthday shout out to all you guys.
Yes, happy birthday from
Happy
Nightwalk.
birthday, you August birthdays.
Yes,
You're
yes,
watching
yes. Happy birthdays, everybody.
All right.
Now we go on to the next question.
Yep.
Last question.
We have one
Shall we?
question.
Shall we continue?
Should we
Well,
wait for Tyler to sit back
Yeah,
down?
I was going to say we got one that had to maintain some technical difficulties while on air.
He's maintaining the wizardry.
He's doing his wizard thing
Yeah.
right now.
We'll let him get back.
Batteries died.
You give him a minute to flash his magic wand.
I think this has gone
He's
pretty
over
good
there
so far.
winding up the cameras right now.
Yeah. I like this. I like this. This segment.
Stop
Yeah.
and start him.
I
good
knew
stuff.
it would
This is-
spark
I
good
like this. I
or
like
good
this a lot.
discussion. I knew it would.
Did you start that one again? Okay.
No.
Your time? No, but your timer's like.
It's recording? Yeah, it's like right after you walked away.
Good.
We good. Last question. Gents, you guys ready for it?
Yes. It better be a good one.
If you could choose one book to be mandatory in schools, which book would you choose? And you can't say the Bible.
Well, why not? Why do you say
'Cause
that
I
after
said
think
so.
All right, thanks for giving us that.
Because I
Do we have
said
to go with something else?
because I said so.
Because
I know that's-
no Bibles.
I want
in
it to be
school.
like a book that would like teach them a certain part of culture or you know.
That's a tough one.
I know
That
what
is a
I know
really,
what
really
book,
tough question right
I know
there,
what book
man.
I would make
Well,
mandatory.
let's hear yours.
Yeah.
1984 by George Orwell.
Yeah, I would like to have read that.
I don't think I've ever read it.
They made us read it in school,
I don't
and
think I read it.
it was great.
What was so influential or powerful about
It's
the book?
have you ever heard of it?
No, I've never
You
read
never
it.
you never heard of 1980? You've heard of 1984.
Yes,
Heard
I
of
have.
it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically like a story about Big Brother and how the government watches your every step and the people really don't have freedom, and it's been a long time since I've read the book, but that's the gist of it.
Oh, teach them freedom. Teach them like what.
Basically,
or-
like, don't let the government get too big, or don't let them Big Brother you where you think they need to be watching you, because they will watch you if they want. They're already doing it. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
they're
probably
already
watching
doing
us
it,
right
but
now.
but like when it comes to this book, it's like drones and shit. Like they literally watch you. Like they will scan
Have you
your
seen,
house,
Have you
like
seen
watch
the
you and
drone,
shit,
the
dude.
pigeon drones, the bird drones? The
Birds aren't real.
Conspiracy theory. of
They're all
that.
drones, man.
Birds aren't
Yeah.
real. Birds are drones.
We got a whole
Yeah.
flock
These
of
are
drones
too.
out there.
Yeah, a whole flock of drones out there.
But it's
I've
like
eaten a
chicken
few
theory.
drones. Chicken theory.
Go watch that. Go
Listen to that one. That's an
episode.
audio only episode from a long time ago.
Chicken theory. Yeah, if you want
So-
to get your mind blown about some chickens, definitely go check that out.
Yeah, that was my book, because I just think I think everybody needs to read something like that where it's like
I'll have to check it out now that you mention it.
it's
I
interesting.
can't think of a book. Two.
Recommend to read mandatory because it's like, damn, that's a huge impact.
Yeah.
Let's do Sesame Street. Yeah, for sure.
Like the thesaurus.
Okay. Okay. The dictionary.
A dictionary.
I mean, that's gonna be in schools no matter what.
Yeah, but like it's
A
not
book
mandatory.
teaching multiple languages,
Okay.
if that's a thing.
A
Alright.
thesaurus. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a book
Cool.
for that?
Isn't that what a thesaurus is? Like, I mean, not different languages, but
Different meanings to the same word or the
doesn't it
same.
like tell you like
How to thesaur.
No, it tells you different words to use that mean the same meaning.
Synonyms and antonyms of words. You're correct,
Yeah.
dude.
I
don't know,
Correct. Pete gets a point.
You know how many times I have to look something up like, what's a synonym for that word? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I don't want to do that.
Why
But
not?
but actually, that's
not?
maybe it's better.
Yeah, then you learn new synonyms.
But I
It's
mean, it's
cool.
faster.
Pete,
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know. This
the
is a
Bible would
stupid
actually
question.
be a really good book. Though.
Not a stupid
He
question.
wouldn't
But
let,
you
that
know,
was my first thought.
I'm sitting here thinking like all the stories within the Bible.
Did you call it stupid?
You know, like
I did.
all of the actions that some
Wow.
people have taken. You know, like to be able to read that, mandatory read it. You could learn a lot from that book, even if you didn't believe in God. You know, you could learn so many things about so many different stories. If
Are
you
we
The
back
question
on the
is,
Bible?
after reading that, would it teach
little bit,
would it teach
kinda, yeah.
general public the morals that you would want it to?
Tyler
Yeah,
said
right.
that it was a stupid question. So,
So it's difficult. I didn't really mean
No,
like
you said
stupid.
stupid.
Oh right, all right.
didn't you say
We're,
stupid?
we're still on the best book, right?
Well-
Just a book. If you could choose a
Sorry,
book
I
to
had
be
to step
mandatory
out
in
for a
schools.
minute.
Yeah.
Me and Izzy stepped back and we went to the Bible anyway. We just said to hell with him not saying the Bible. We went there anyway.
Well,
Now we're arguing over it.
No, I actually like where that stipulation was, where it was like take out the Bible.
Because I know your
think-
answer already. I know what you guys are gonna say. Why
Was
would
the
I?
Bible?
Why would I ask you a question if I
So
knew
is
what
that-
you were
does
gonna
that
say?
take
Because
out-
like
does-
me and Izzy are over here having controversy over would the Bible be a good one or not. It
Yeah.
would depend on would it teach people to be morally just. It hasn't seemed to work so far.
Right.
Well, that's a separate question.
Well,
Not
also-
exactly. That's
also,
why
what about
you took
other-
that one out of the answers, and that would have been a great debate, I think.
What about other
Well, it sounds like
religious
you already
books?
had the debate over there.
What
Yeah,
about
other
other religious
religious
books? Yeah.
How
also
about
thought
something
that
like Gulliver's Travels?
Would the Book of Enoch count?
Yeah, 'cause it's-
Well, yeah, that's outside the
yeah,
that's
it's-
outside the Bible.
Is it? Technically, though, is it, or is it just a lost?
It's not
So,
even. It's
it's-
not
it's
even in the
omitted
canon.
from the
It's
It
the
was never
lost-
accepted into the canon, so
But
it's
it-
not biblical text.
But it is though.
It's not.
Well,
It's
that
absolutely
actually
not.
goes to like
Okay.
all schools.
No more than the
though,
Book of
like-
Escher. It's not. That's not accepted into the canon of the
So-
biblical
That doesn't
text.
mean it's
so-
not biblical text. It could still be the truth.
So are you saying from kindergarten to
matter.
12th grade?
Okay, how
is
about
that
the
what your is that what your
Mahabharata?
range is here? Kindergarten to 12th grade?
Oh, I don't know anymore.
Because like it's like you have to learn it in high school. You know.
It's the Bible.
So
It's the
nobody,
Bible.
nobody has any Shakespeare where they're like, "Do you remember Hamlet?"
Did he write the Bible?
Yes, I.
Romeo,
I thought about, like,
Romeo and Juliet. I mean,
Hamlet.
like that's a damn good book.
I mean,
I would
I
recommend.
guess-
No, I think Shakespeare was a great playwright, a great literary genius in his way, but I don't think there's anything there that would constitute as the most
Necessity,
necessary
Yeah.
book read. I know for me, like in high school, the most influential book that I ever read was actually Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Slinger. I don't even know if you can read that here in Ohio. So it was there's a
special
lot of
glasses?
states, huh?
You need special glasses or something.
Yeah,
to read
yeah,
them in Ohio?
yeah.
Ohio glasses. They got two
Yeah.
big circles for each eye.
Right. So you can't read it in Ohio, but no, actually there's certain books that are deemed outside the school library that you can't read in certain states. You can read it afterwards. Obviously, you can go get the book right now.
Wow.
But in school, it was not acceptable reading.
Huh.
So
I
I read
remember
it.
people
I
reading
read
that
it when I
book.
was in
That's
Florida,
what I thought.
and like I said, it was just it was very influential.
Well, I guess it kind of just depends on what you specifically want people to learn. I mean, what do you want to come out of all this? Like if you were to pick a book to put in every school, you basically are trying to shape the future of the entire fucking civilization. Am I wrong? Or
Well, the whole question actually brings another question to my mind, which is there a book that you feel like shouldn't be read?
That might be an easier one to come to.
That was the point of these
The Bible.
questions. Is
The
to make
Bible.
you guys
the Bible shouldn't be read.
the Bible.
Well, and I think there's people out there that would say that, But I mean, like, if we look at some of the text that's coming over there in California and stuff, do you feel like that's something that I don't know, fifth graders should be reading? Like,
I don't know what they're doing in California.
Him and what him is doing right now.
Yeah,
and,
no
and
more.
Things like that.
No more drag queen story time. No more of that.
Why? Yeah, why? Especially at the young age that they're introducing it over there. I mean, I just think that's crazy.
Yeah.
And why are we introducing the sexuality of individuals at such a young age, anyways?
Because they want them to be confused
Normalize
their
it.
whole life.
Yeah,
That'll just
exactly.
confuse them their whole life.
To normalize the confusion and the burden of what you identify as.
A little boy picks up a Barbie doll
because
and
you could now identify as anything.
you go get your hormones blocked.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's how it works nowadays.
I saw my son. He was playing with some Barbies, so I'd like to go ahead and put him on some hormone blockers.
Yeah, he likes to wear dresses sometimes, and he likes to play with Barbies. So he is a girl. Has to be.
Perfect.
Yeah, where's he at?
Where is he when we're talking about this? Yeah.
Yeah.
You said we couldn't put the Bible.
Not in California.
Yeah.
This is
sure,
California.
he'll
The
be back.
Bible's been banned.
That's what I said. Where's he at? Not in California.
Yeah.
He's probably about to reclaim the throne.
He's over on the East Coast, just like, oh God, I'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
You
We'll let them eat themselves alive.
Remember we was talking about that earthquake? Let's do that.
Yeah, the flood. Let's do that.
dropping California off the map.
Was it Edgar Casey that predicted those, or was that Nostradamus?
Both actually had
Nostradamus,
predictions of West Coast earthquakes,
off.
but there's another earthquake if you want to get into that both of them predicted, which is the what is it? The Premeire. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Not Premeire, but there is a
Madeira fault line.
Madeira fault line, which actually runs up like Indiana and
Yeah, Madeira.
close to the Mississippi River. If that
Or
actually
Madrid.
is it Madrid? If that actually quaked, which it is long overdue, it would give rise to not only Nostradamus but also Edgar Casey's theory of the United States and what it would look like, because the Mississippi would literally split the United States in half.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ohio would still be Ohio would still be there, but
Would we now have oceanfront property?
yeah, exactly.
Dude, that would be sick. If there was like a beach literally like a couple miles away.
Yeah, it
oh,
would
I'd
be
be up
sick.
for something like that.
Be
all those
sicker if
all
I had
those
one at the
millions
end
of
my
people in
woods.
Chicago just gone.
Dead, yeah.
Wow.
Just get rid of them. Give me a beach.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, riverfront property, beachfront. We want that.
Sometimes I just
Yeah.
say things to see other people's response. You heard it.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That's what to do. Man, a live stream would be awesome. I could make so many people mad. You know?
So yeah, you actually brought up the fault line right there, and you see what would happen if that actually quake and open up the earth. Because this isn't just any quake. This isn't. I mean, this is like San Andreas times 10.
Man, I wonder how much land would open up
If
over
this
here on
thing,
the coast.
this
though.
thing, really, really shook, it would literally liquefy ground between those territories,
So you're saying it wouldn't
between
hit
those
Ohio?
states. Huh?
It wouldn't hit Ohio?
No,
mean, we'd feel it.
Ohio literally would be waterfront on the west coast.
So
It would be a west coast of Ohio.
So if the earth cracked like
because
that,
that thing would be so vast, you would not see the other side of
Right.
it. It would be bigger than any of the Great Lakes.
so if the earth
It
cracked
would be an ocean in between us.
and that gap was filled with ocean water, it was filled with water,
Salt water.
salt water. So then wouldn't more land arise on other parts of the earth? Right?
Well, there
Because
is,
if the void is
So-
filled by water, then
so
that
the-
means the water has
so
to
the
go
great
somewhere.
quaking that will happen at some point, it's going to not only split the United States, and many lands will sink beneath the oceans, but also will give rise to new lands in the ocean. It is said that the great city of Atlantis will re-rise when this great quaking happens, and it'll apparently it's going to re-rise somewhere off of the eastern coast of the United States.
Yeah, take a look at what Jacob's got up there on the screen right now.
What do you got there, buddy?
Some stuff about Nostradamus.
Crazy shit.
He made some heavy predictions for the year 2022 as well, and most of it is coming true. He predicted a host of calamities for this year, including an asteroid strike, inflation, and starvation, and AI robots taking over the Earth.
Wow. They are actually, though.
Well, actually, everything about that is happening, but in right now we're dealing with microdosage.
Yeah.
Except for the inflation.
Well, the asteroid strike hasn't happened yet. The inflation has definitely happened. Starvation is happening, and the AI robots have actually really taken leaps and bounds here in 2022.
I think they've even given robots.
So, like
AIs.
I said,
feel like that's like the
I think
last-
everything that he's saying here is like it's kind of on front, but we're only dealing with micro dosages here in August of 2022.
Does he talk about that beachfront in Ohio?
And I feel
No.
like the AI robots is like 2 years in the making. Like, we've been dealing with that kind of shit for a while now. If you've seen the video, those, like, if you've watched Black Mirror, as we talked about before, if you watch the one with the dog, the robot dog that's, like, stalking that lady, they had, like, an exact model of that robo-dog somewhere. I've seen several videos of that.
Damn.
Oh.
Well, and I mean, like,
Robo-dog.
what is the? There's a certain test. What is the test for AI that determines consciousness? You know what I'm talking about? It's got a name, and I can't think of what it's called. And
Your face
we
explains
have
it all.
AI
Cognitive
that
test?
has already passed these tests.
Are you talking a cognitive test?
No, there's actually.
The Turing test?
What did you say?
The Turing test, originally
That
called the
might be it.
imitation game by Alan Turing in 1950, is a test of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to or indistinguishable form from that of a human.
Yes, that's it. That's it right there. And we've had
Can we take it?
more than one. We've had more than one AI sentient
I want to find
Hey.
one.
pass this test.
I want to find out if I'm an AI.
I want nothing to do with it at all. Like,
Hey,
I-
but what,
Sounds like what an
hey,
AI would say.
Yeah, it sucked for us
Hey,
to take
but for
this
real?
test and find out we're not even human.
Yeah, I said,
Yeah,
but for
seriously.
real, like, what if we weren't?
Wouldn't that be
What if we
crazy
were all
as shit?
ones and zeros and shit? Matrix up and now.
Can we demand the president take one?
Don't worry, guys.
Oh my god.
By 2029,
Yeah, they are again.
by 2029, everything is going to be all right because our good buddy, our good friend Elon Musk over at SpaceX said that humans will land on Mars by 2029.
I believe it.
So
man's
when are
on
we
point.
electing him president?
I don't think he's somebody we want as president. I think we want him right where we've got him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's making changes in this
So
world.
who do you?
What we
who do you
need-
think would be a good president? Kanye.
Right now, right now, my answer is still going to be Trump. So that's my answer right now. I think that's exactly who needs to be in there to get back to where we was in 2020. So,
Man, but what happens when that generation of people, are gone?
I'm actually kind of looking at Eric Trump as maybe a good runner-up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I think he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's following a lot of cues from his old man. Might not be such a bad idea in the future, but where we're at in 6 years, I'm not sure yet. I don't know.
Okay.
Too early to tell.
Too early to tell. Ladies and
I
gentlemen.
know where we need to be in 2 years, not 6.
So there's that.
That, there's some kind of documentary I watched. I think it was on Discovery about Nostradamus, and that shit's scary.
It is.
The
Yeah,
fact that he's got so much right.
You know, the entire whole apocalypse idea actually has a name, which is the Nostradamus effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean
wow.
that's a thing. Like he is so renowned for his predictions. He's already predicted 2 of the Antichrist that have come to fruition, and we
Holy
can
shit.
see
Oh,
that
no.
they have not just come to fruition like which, well, that might be the guy he's talking about. It's like, holy shit, that's the guy he's fucking talking about.
Don't worry, guys. It gets better in 2023.
Oh, it gets so much better.
Go ahead and read some of his
Oh,
2023
God.
predictions.
Civil War in America.
Well, I believe that.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Especially if we keep the people in power that we've got in power right now.
According to the writings of Nostradamus, because of poverty, political instability, such an event may occur in early 2023.
May.
Early. Wow.
It may occur.
Most likely. Probably.
Political instability. I mean, come on.
Sounds like
Some
That
people
screams
sitting
America.
some people sitting in a podcast asking for a revolution.
Destruction of the large empire. The French seer predicted there may be destruction of a large empire, perhaps Russia or China. Besides the high possibility of global catastrophe. Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. It's a catastrophe.
will cause a huge
Somebody
number
get
of
this man
victims
a
and
white
patients.
wig.
Lots of shit. I mean, oh, look at this. This is
Beachfront.
wow.
Shit.
This
Oh,
is great.
shit. This one's nuts.
Go ahead and read it.
Vladimir Putin will be assassinated, and Biden will suffer from a mysterious disease. Nostradamus predicted a very violent year both for the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, and the American president, Donald Trump.
And he named these two presidents?
Well, how did
What
they
the
say
fuck
that?
are you guys reading? Because
So-
this is not Nostradamus.
Well, I don't know if it's like...
Wonder
He
what it
literally
says.
if it's like,
wrote in quadrants, so we couldn't
I
understand
think
that.
it's probably just the year.
And he was French.
It's probably
right?
just
But
the
it's
year.
probably like it has to be the year, and then like
Whoever's in
something-
office is gonna suffer from it.
Who the hell knows?
Do
I
you
don't
have a
know.
dent in your hand from doing that so much?
So he says like the Russian
Yeah,
leader.
you do.
Who
And
that's what
have
it
his
sounds
writing.
like.
And the
but-
New World leader, because it was often referred to as the New World. to
Right,
them.
the New World Order.
terrorist attacks will be
NWO.
increasingly
No,
higher.
not the New World Order.
New
we
World
was
Order,
referred
baby.
to as the New World.
Yeah, the New World Order, baby. Illuminati.
I don't know.
Skull and Bone.
No, the Western
Skull and
civilization
Bone.
of the U.S. was
Freemasons.
referred to as the New World.
Order.
I don't know, but they're all. I mean, the one about colonizing Mars.
If I had a Nerf gun right now,
Oh, he's
Dude, we
He's
should definitely
done.
have a Nerf
He's
war.
He's done. He's
Yes.
done.
You did say the other thing. The other link said that the light on Mars will go out or something like that. Which they said it's on that the one I sent you.
They
It
run
said,
out of
like,
electricity or
Mars
something?
could go into retrograde.
is the sun
or
going to stop shining on Mars?
Mars could go into retrograde, or it's about us colonizing Mars. I don't know.
Ah.
I didn't write this shit.
That's true.
I didn't
Celestial-
write this shit.
Celestial
You didn't-
fire.
You didn't decipher it.
I don't know. The guy freaks me out. That's all.
I
I
mean,
know.
we're going to be who? Nostradamus?
Yes.
Yeah, he freaks me out too
So would
because he's
Edgar
been
Casey.
right.
Exactly.
Well, I guess we know what this podcast is.
Edgar
gonna be
Casey'd
named.
be another one to look up. That's
Nostradamus.
pretty scary.
Who is it?
Edgar Casey. We've talked about him in the past a little bit too. He's made some pretty spot on
Oh, he's
predictions.
clairvoyant.
The sleeping prophet.
Didn't all of
Wasn't he
his
from Ohio?
prophecies come from
I
sleeping?
think he was from the tri-state area here generally.
Kentucky.
somewhere.
Yeah, looks
Kentucky.
like
Kentucky.
he was probably born in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
He lived in Alabama, lived in Ohio.
Not Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. Good
But
love that.
Copyrighted
he made
song.
some very exceptional predictions himself. So
How come on? This is
this is a matter of fact. If you want to, if we can plug something, I don't know if we still do that, but I'm going to plug something right now. If you go back to the Akashic Records,
Yep.
you hear a little bit of Edgar Casey and Nostradamus, and we definitely get a little bit more in detail about those.
That's true. We do. That's such a good episode. I was listening to that the other day.
You actually just brought that to my attention tonight. So
What are
yeah,
the odds, dude?
Yeah,
what
it's
are
crazy.
the odds?
It's almost like there's like a thing that happens.
Casey predicted that the so-called Battle of Armageddon, described symbolically in the Bible, would begin in 1999.
Occur in the spirit realm.
Uh-oh.
And you know what's crazy about that? Nostradamus actually also predicted a beginning in 1999. And it was actually centered, like if you flip in his quadrant, he gave a certain certain numbers. But if you flip those numbers around from the year and the month and the day, It actually comes out to 9/11. And it says, the way it states, is that was actually the beginning. That was the beginning of it all. So, as you know, here we are 20-something years later, 23 years later. But the beginning of it all, the beginning of the end, started then. And it's only been a downplay ever since.
He also said that this quote-unquote battle will not be a war fought on Earth. Rather, it will be a spiritual struggle between the higher forces of light and lower forces of darkness for 1,000 years of Earth time.
Sounds terrible.
Sounds
That
like we need
sounds
to get our
fucking
shit together
horrible.
in spiritual.
I don't even
world.
want to play.
What's even worse?
You're not playing?
Read on why.
The reason for this struggle is to
I was
prevent
about to
souls
say.
from...
Oh, I'm playing.
Imagine
bud.
talking over someone talking.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you was
No.
going to be interrupted.
Yeah, thanks. See, you get it. Okay, the the reason for the struggle is to prevent souls from lower afterlife realms from reincarnating to Earth. By preventing souls from the lower afterlife realms from reincarnating to Earth, only enlightened souls will be permitted to reincarnate. The result will be 1,000 years of building a world of peace and enlightenment. After 1,000 years, souls from a lower afterlife realms will be permitted once again to reincarnate to Earth. By this time, the so-called Kingdom of Heaven will have been established on Earth.
Damn.
What?
Not damn, but I mean, wow.
Wow. What? I'm telling you, this shit's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Well, he rusted middle, Batman.
I think that that's pretty deserving.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I don't like that
No,
at all.
nobody
That
does.
shit freaks me out. This
What?
whole, all of this
What
freaks
freaks
me
you-
out.
what freaks
you
you
know,
out?
like Nostradamus, this guy. I didn't even know about this guy.
Yeah, well, welcome.
And
You know
Welcome
about
to
Edgar
Nightwalk.
Casey?
I've never heard of the guy.
Oh,
And
Welcome.
I hate it.
They make you scared.
if you don't get a little chill, then it's not a really
But I like
good
that. I
night
mean-
walk, right? You know?
I like that kind of stuff, but at the same time, I want to stay far away from it.
Mm.
Like, I don't want to be a part of that.
But you want to talk about ghosts,
'Cause
and you want to go to
ignorance is bliss.
fucking
Ignorance is
haunted
bliss.
ass fucking places and explore haunted ass places.
Yeah, that's fun. That's different.
it's fun.
That's
he
different.
says, but I'm
But
scared of
at that
this.
time, you're looking at the history of the haunted things,
Right.
the scary stuff from the past. So what really scares you is the scary shit that may be happening in the future, that we may be living in right now. That's the scary shit.
I'm my own soundboard.
That's
bro.
the scariest of them all. We haven't even faced it yet. We're getting ready to face this shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary, and I agree with you, Tyler. That is
No,
fucking
it's
scary.
And it starts raining as soon as we talk about it.
I got a question for you guys.
I hate it.
What is the
Not the fact
what
you
is
have a
the
question, but-
scariest thing you can think of?
Nothing.
Absolute nothingness.
Nothingness.
Okay.
Void.
Okay.
He's too scared for this question.
I have children, so my answer is obvious.
Your children dying.
Oh my God.
Or the loss.
Anything happen to my children,
Just
Isaiah,
leave it where he has it. God.
Jesus Christ.
No doubt, dude.
I don't know. You know, I think being a creative, I get a lot of shit in my head, and like I don't see things, but like I could envision all kinds of creepy shit that freaks me the hell out. Like looking at a cornfield, I'm like, what if I looked out there, or like a bean field, I look out there and there's just some figure,
Yeah. Okay.
and then
Get
it
the
like
fuck out of the
then I
bean
look
field,
away and
yeah. Hey, get the fuck out of there.
I look away,
run,
and
motherfucker, run!
then I
Yeah,
look
you're
back
scaring
and
me.
he's closer.
Yeah.
I need to stop watching movies.
Yeah.
It sounds like some Jeeper Creeper shit.
I think
Michael
I think the
Myers.
scariest thing for me would probably be sitting at the foot of God and saying that I didn't make it into heaven.
And death like that, and like
I
getting
like that.
getting
I like
to
that a lot.
getting
That
like
is-
I have this fear like you're getting to the gates of
That would
heaven,
be
and there's like this
terrifying.
check-in process, and they like run through the stuff in a book, and they're like, oh, okay, well that one time you didn't give some guy $1 on the street, and you had 5,
I'm
or like you know
screwed
like
if that's
or
the case,
not even
bud.
like that, but like something stupid. you know?
I'm not in good shape.
And at that point, Isaiah's like, can I just like punch something in the face and get in?
Man,
You got a devil up here I can punch?
or when
Somebody
he-
I can punch?
or when Isaiah's looked at and says, "Man, you're looking really good, buddy." Oh, wait a minute. Really? You just punched him in the face? Oh, man, I'm sorry.
They pull that lever.
Yeah.
You got a sound for that?
It's terrifying to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what scares me.
I say-
it scares the life out
You
of
know,
me.
it's
Get fucked.
See you later.
yeah.
We need more
Gabriel,
sounds,
man, was right there at the gate, and that's what he said.
Get fucked.
Blows his horn.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I totally agree with you on that, man. That would have to be the scariest thing in the world, to realize that my afterlife, I done screwed up. You know?
Wow.
Boom.
What? What a season for Premeire.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
It was good.
That was
Damn.
kind of crazy, man. We got real deep tonight. We
Yeah.
we kind of like what did we do?
We kind of dove into each other's minds.
We
really.
got into a new season. That's
yeah,
what we
that's
did.
what we did.
Yeah.
We slid
Yeah.
right into the new season.
Way to bring it in.
Yeah. Everybody did great.
Yeah.
job.
Hell yeah.
I-
Are
you
lizards
know,
cool, man?
Yeah.
All right.
Reptilians, yeah.
Those are cool.
Does the queen even leave the castle anymore? Does she go on any?
I'm sure she probably does.
Yeah, but if it
sometimes.
is, it's for vacation.
Is the queen a reptilian? Because, I mean, she's been alive for like
Probably.
a couple hundred years, right?
Something like that. She's
It
getting up
seems
there.
like it.
She's been around.
Damn. Sounds like you know from experience. Yeah.
She's been
Yeah,
around.
that queen, she's been around.
Well, I'm half a century old, and I've known her all my life.
She was always old.
She's
too.
always been, always old and always been on that crown.
She's been old forever.
Is she Anunnaki?
Well, we was discussing reptilian, but
I don't even know what that is.
Anunnaki or
Yeah,
reptilian?
well, I know what a reptilian is, but I know you have an episode about the
yeah, go
the
back to the
Anunnaki
Anunnaki
with
with
Pete.
Pete. Yeah,
We're keeping it
Ah,
consistent.
thanks for that. We haven't heard that plug in a while.
True.
Had to keep it consistent for season 4.
But can you just tell me what it is
it's
Like,
an
break it
episode-
down.
It's
for me right
Where-
now, so I don't have to go back and watch it?
Pete's first episode.
No.
All right,
If you
yeah.
want to know, you
That's
gotta
a,
listen.
That's a rough breakdown. Like,
gotta
it's not
listen
a
if you
quick
wanna
breakdown.
know.
yeah, it was a long
So,
episode.
like the Anunnaki.
Oh, you're gonna tell him so he doesn't go back and listen to it.
I was going to.
That's a view.
I would like that
We
very
need
much.
That view.
Damn.
I was going to give a briefing.
He was
so-
actively being like, I don't want to go back and listen to it.
I work here,
So,
motherfucker.
have you listened to it?
No, I work
hey,
here.
You gotta listen to
There's
it.
probably
I'm
a lot
glad
he ain't
somebody
listened to.
here works. You know what I mean? But the Anunnaki was actually brought really forth by the book of Escher, right? Wasn't it?
Jasher.
Or Jasser. Escher, whatever.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Escher was the artist. Did the upside down staircase and shit. That was Escher. So yeah, Jasser.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Another one of those books that was like Dead Sea Scroll shit, you know, like with the Book of Enoch, you know, stuff that never was brought into the canon of the Bible. But the way he spoke upon the Anunnaki, so it's kind of crazy, kind of like you've read or understand biblical text of Adam and Eve, right? Well, through this book, it's a little bit different. It's a lot different. Like, these people came from a different planet. It was an alien race, came by. They found Earth, and I think Pete's got a whole outlook on, like, the planet Nibiru.
Yeah.
And that's where they were. That's where they were from. They had a failing atmosphere. They were in search of gold. They found Earth. Earth was rich and plentiful in gold. Well, as they started mining the gold, they found the life that existed here, the primate life, if you will. They found beings that walked on, 2 feet, and
Bipeds.
did things, and they found them capable of doing what they needed them to do, with a little bit of enhancements, a little bit of
Genetics.
a little genetic changing here and there. Okay, so they took the bipedal primates of Earth and they manipulated them
With their own genetics.
with their own genetics.
And these people were of great stature and height, 10, 12, 15 feet tall.
Sounds like we need to do another episode of Anunnaki with Pete.
Keep going.
All this comes back to originally there was some tablets that were found, and it related back to the Sumerians. And this was the first form of writing ever traced back. And it was what was known in cuneiform, where they take a triangular stick and different indentations represent different symbols and different letters. Well, through these tablets that they found, a man named Zacharias Sitchin has went down and went through all these tablets, and this is what he deciphered the stories were, was this alien race that came here, and pretty much the stories of what the Sumerians write out was real close to what the biblical Adam and Eve was. And
Very, very close.
and one of the things in the Bible that most people relate to is God created us in his image. One of the things that the Sumerians say was they took their DNA in their image and put it into the primate image that was already here. Problem they had with the people that was here, we were a collective people. We didn't have no use for gold. They couldn't convince us to mine their gold.
We didn't have the intelligence to do what they wanted us to do.
So they needed to
In order to
manipulate it.
create a slave race, they had to incorporate a certain amount of genetics of themselves into this being, this race, this primate.
Now, have
so
you
to
ever
speak.
heard of what's called monotonic gold? Something about this type of gold is what they were mining. Something about this gold they took back to their planet because they had a technological advance that happened so quick it destroyed their atmosphere. They came here to Earth to get this gold. Something about this gold was to help them rebuild their atmosphere.
They could aerosol it, so to
This
speak.
this planet comes around like every 28,000
Isn't that
years.
Nibiru?
Yeah, the 10th planet was supposed to be.
I think it's actually only like 37 every 3,700 years or something like that.
Anyway, it's way out there.
Wow, isn't that? Well,
And
at
it's
least we got
almost-
a good bit of time.
it's
so.
We're
almost
actually
called an
around the
elliptical
time where it's
orbit.
supposed to come back around.
So now this is all, who knows? And this is just one man's deciphering out of these tablets. But yeah, on the Anunnaki with Pete, I went more in depth, and there's more details about how this all come about and the stories of it.
I think I'm actually going to go back and listen to it.
Well, actually, okay, so you was talking about Nibiru, and let's jump into that a little bit because we was talking about Edgar Casey, and Nostradamus, and one of the things that may trigger the quakes, the volcanic action, and the ground rumblings, and possibly even the pole reversal
Would be another
that they have
planet.
looked at. One of the things, or one of the only things that could trigger that is a great gravitational pull from space. Okay? And
Another
they
planet?
talk about this light that it comes in, and it happens, and it circles our sun, fucks with us very hard, and then it leaves. Okay? Well, like, thanks to James Webb, we see that there are these great elliptical rotations with certain giant planets. And I mean, we're talking a planet like twice the mass of Jupiter that might come around. Okay?
It's huge.
And the Egyptians actually spoke of this. It's written text in the Egyptian text that it happened in their time. This was a little bit BC, like about 1,000 years or 500 years BC that this happened. And it's written in the Egyptian text that this planet came through and it fucked up all kinds of shit. Or they didn't even call it a planet, but they, this great star, this great blue light in the sky or whatever it was that happened. It happened. And it's project it to happen again around our time. Yeah, I mean, and some have said 2022 is the time that it's supposed to happen. I don't know.
Well, within the
there's
next
been
10
so many
years or so.
projections of, end times and shit like that. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is the Egyptians actually wrote of this planet or this great celestial being coming through the skies and fucking up everything. Fucking up magnetic poles, fucking up, earthquakes, volcanoes, everything. It's just, it's like we know that our moon and its gravitational pull has an effect on our planet, right? We know that our sun's gravitational pull has an effect on our planet.
Oh, so
Can
like
you imagine this great giant elliptical planet or whatever you want to call it, celestial, mass coming through our orbit, and it only comes through every, like I said, 3,700 years or something like that. And when it comes through, it's gonna fuck shit up because it's gonna pull on our Earth.
Try to
time.
rip it apart, basically.
In some ways, its gravitational pull is gonna really pull at our surface. It's going to
Flood some shit, probably.
It's going to flood stuff.
Cause
I mean,
tsunamis.
it could be it very well could be the cause of the great floods. Every walk of life has a writing. Every ethnicity, as far as like Asia, Hawaiian, European, American, there's every walk of life has some great recount of a flood that happened worldwide, so we know that happened, and we're outside the Bible. We're not talking about the Bible, but
Right.
we're talking about something that every walk of life has discussed that has happened.
Walk of life. I like that. 'Cause it's
So-
like, note with Noah's Ark, after all of his kids and whatnot, they, the whole generation or whatever, spread it out, and they all walked and
Right.
spread throughout the earth. Yeah.
Well, it's like
Walk of
the
life. I
what is
find
it?
that
The Hokie people, Indian people of Americas, have said that we're getting ready to finish the fourth phase of life, the fourth phase of mankind, and go into the fifth. The fifth is supposed to be the greatest, but the problem is when we end one walk of life, we don't end it gracefully.
Right.
It's a shit show, and it's going to be a shit show.
And it's looking like
A
one
lot
now.
of people are going to go. A lot of people are going to go. It was once said, and this is where I will go biblically. Right now we're dealing with 75% water on the earth, or
Something like
80% water. I don't remember what it is.
You're close.
It's a lot of water.
Yep. Over half.
Well,
3/4.
if you look back biblically, 3,000 years back, it was mostly earth here. So it was vice versa.
Right.
Most of it was ground,
Right.
but it changed, and it changed very drastically for some fucking reason. If we look at ancient text, we can see that the earth makes great big changes for some reason, unbeknownst to what reason that may be, other than biblical texts say God said it was so,
Yeah.
and so it happened. But we have also discovered through science that everything that happened biblically, we have a scientific answer for. And everything that happens scientifically, we have a biblical answer for. It's crazy how much they go hand in hand. Everything. Everything that science has an answer for, the Bible has an answer for. And everything the Bible has an answer for, the science has an answer for too. It's crazy.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Kind of
So,
weird.
what if there is this greater celestial planet that comes in and fucks everything up?
Well, hopefully.
What if we are
bomb
getting
will
ready
destroy that.
to go through the fourth phase, finish the fourth phase of humanity, or the fourth phase of Earth, and we're getting ready to go into the fifth phase?
Well, that's
Because
good, then.
this has already happened
So
4
hang
times
on.
prior, We have evidence. We've talked about evidence on this show that there is evidence of civilizations that have existed probably a million years. You know, we have evidence of giants. We have evidence of civilizations that exist far back before we can even date them. Our carbon dating is flawed in comparison to even looking at how far back these civilizations may go. We don't know. But they're pretty fucking far back there. So what's to say that the Hokie people are wrong and saying that we are getting ready to go through the fourth great change? What if? What if, Tyler? What do you think, man? Yeah, I know
for
this
thought.
shit fucks with you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like that.
Sounds like we need to, I think, cut it off.
Take that one to think on.
Yeah, I think we need to
Yeah.
take that one to think on for sure. I think it's time we call it quits. I think we had a great premiere.
What time? Gee whiz, almost 2 hours. Yeah.
I think and there's that's gonna be filled with some other things too. So
We did great.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
We did great.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
So who's signing out first?
Like
We
always.
Flip a coin?
Yeah, definitely. So thank you guys for tuning into the season 4 premiere. We're happy to be back, and we kicked the premiere's ass, and that's what we do at this podcast because that's who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But until next time, folks, I'm Jacob, signing out of Nightwalk. Good night.
And I'm Tyler the Wizard. And thanks for watching season 4 premiere. And come back next week, I guess. Or don't. I mean, we don't really care, do we?
Nah.
No, not really.
No, we do.
Well,
we
actually,
do.
yeah, I mean,
If you're
Obviously,
here,
we care.
if
Oh,
you're
wait,
here
yeah,
right
we
now.
would.
Oh,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
care? You're done?
Huh?
Are you done?
What?
Are
No,
you
I
done?
care. I said I care.
Okay. Yeah, so come back, watch some more, and see you next time. It was cool. It was a lot of fun.
All right, folks, I'm Big T. Thanks for tuning in for another season. We appreciate it. We have so much more to bring to you. Good night.
This is Pete signing off. Saying hope we hear from you next week. Have a good time.
This is Izzy P signing out on Nightwalk. Thanks for watching our premiere. We'll see you next time.
Later!